Hey guys, it's Tyler from Peregrine, and we're back with another episode of Thank God It's Happy Hour. This week we're doing a slightly autumnal twist on the classic whiskey smash that we're calling the apple smash, so let's get into it. So the whiskey smash is a sort of cousin of the more popular drink, the mint julep, but doesn't really have to follow the same sort of stringent guidelines that the julep does. Basically, all you need is a whiskey, or in some cases a brandy, like we're going to use here. Some sort of fruit. We're going to use cranberries, actually, instead of the more common lemon. A herb. We're swapping rosemary for mint. And then sugar. The recipe is quite simple and can definitely leave a lot of room for tweaking the ingredients. And as you can tell, we've pretty much swapped all of them for something a little bit more fall themed. So we're going to build this guy in our shaker. So we'll start with our fruit. Like I said, we're swapping cranberries for lemon, so it's going to have a lot of the same sort of acidity, but a little bit of a different flavor that works with the other ingredients that we have. So I'm going to grab maybe 6 or 7 cranberries, toss them in there, and then just grab a muddler and just crush them up a little bit there. And then from there, we can add our booze. In place of the whiskey or brandy that you would normally find, we're using what's called Calvados. So it's an apple brandy. So it's quite similar in flavor to like cognacs and brandies especially, but whiskey sort of is like a broader flavor profile. But has this really nice appley aroma and then a very subtle sort of apple flavor on the back end. So it's going to work perfectly here. We're going to add 2 ounces of that. And then to sweeten things up a little bit, we're going to do a 1/2 ounce of simple syrup, and then we'll shake it up with some ice. And some people will serve these sort of whiskey smashes over crushed ice to dilute it a little bit more. I find that just using the ice that you've shaken it up works fine as well. And then from there, we're going to garnish this guy up with our final ingredient, our rosemary. This is taking the place of the more common mint, like I said. So we'll give that guy a nice slap and tuck him in the side. And there you go. Our apple smash. It's certainly got like a nice color. It's a nice drink to look at. So you can smell the rosemary. It's really the only... You get a very little bit of apple and like sort of a spice. It's not like apple pie, but it's kind of like that. Oh, it's good. It's actually really good. It's like just sweet enough. You get the brandy sort of whiskey flavor going on, but then also, like I said, that sort of little bit of a hint of apple, sort of apple sauce kind of flavor. Yeah, actually super balanced, really easy to drink. It's great for, I think, that sort of transition from summer to fall when you might be looking for something that's still like cold and refreshing and like nice to sort of drink like on a patio in the sort of last days of summer. But yeah, it's really nice. You could definitely like drink this all the way through the season, and it's definitely seasonal without being like gimmicky or weird or like too much of any one flavor over the others. Yeah, the cranberries are there very subtly, just kind of working as like I would expect the lemon to, just that sort of acidic counterpoint without really taking over and taking too much away from the other ingredients, which is really like the apple and the rosemary sort of hand it back and forth as you drink it, which is really nice. So like we were sort of talking about before, the cocktail like as a format, the whiskey smash, really lends itself to customizing the flavors with either what you have on hand, so swapping berries for different fruits and that sort of thing, but this combination that we have really works well as sort of like a fall variation. So you've got the same balance, that same sort of interplay of sour and sweet with like a little bit of whiskey, but also with sort of those apple tones I was talking about. The rosemary totally works and ties everything together in a similar way that like mint does in some other drinks, but is very much like its own thing. Yeah, super nice and fresh, but again, like seasonal. So yeah, it's really, I think this was definitely a success. Yeah, super good. Anyway, so there you go. A drink we're calling the Apple Smash, which is sort of a seasonal twist, like I said, on the Whiskey Smash. If you like this sort of thing, these sort of seasonal twists on classic drinks and just learning about cocktails in general, be sure to give us a like, comment, and subscribe, and otherwise we'll see you in the next one. Cheers!